Hello, good morning. I wanted to share a meditative activity with you today. This is one of the bracelets that I've recently made, and I actually used it in my meditation today, and I wanted to share that activity with you. First off, to introduce this bracelet, it has some unakite and pyrite. It has some rose quartz and one green aventurine. And I feel like as a whole, this bracelet helps me release stress and anxiety when I'm moving through challenges. I feel like it reminds me to embrace affirmations or intentions in my life, to move smoothly with ease and comfort through perceived challenging times, and to recognize the good fortune that is within my life, and to allow the good fortune and divine light to flow through my heart and be created within my life. So with that being said, that's why I chose this bracelet to meditate with today. And the meditation activity that I have for you today is it's a way to connect your body, your mind, and your soul. What you want to do is you want to find a nice comfortable spot. Sorry if my phone's all wiggly. What you want to do is you want to find a nice comfortable spot. Allow yourself to take a couple of deep breaths and just close your eyes and witness your surroundings, how it smells, how it feels, the distractions that might pop up. And then just let them all fall away and focus on yourself. And I want you to hold any beaded bracelet. I'm using this one, but you can use any beaded bracelet. Anything with beads that you can work between your hands. So if you have a beaded bracelet, I would love for you to grab it and use it for this meditative activity. So what you want to do is, while you sit and you connect with your breath and you are taking slow, deep breaths. They don't have to be super deep, just a slow rhythm, a soft rhythm within your breath to help to calm your body. And that slower breath work, when you focus on your inhale and you focus on your exhale, that slower breath work is going to start to calm your body. And then I want you to think of an affirmation. The affirmation that I used for this bracelet in my meditation today was divine light. But you can use any affirmation that's shorter and supports a positive energy. You can do, I am positive, I am love, I am light, I am balanced, I release stress, I am open, divine light, divine love, divine connection, divine communication, whatever it is that you want to set as your intention for this meditation. And then I'm going to have you pair that affirmation with your breath. As you inhale, say part of the affirmation, and as you exhale, say the second part of the affirmation. And as you pair this affirmation with your breath, it's going to help to focus your mind on the energy that you want to welcome into your meditation. So then the third thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your bracelet and you're going to work the bead between your fingers, or simply hold on to the bead while you say that affirmation that is now paired with your breath. And each time you say that affirmation, you're going to move on to another bead. And then you're going to move on to another bead the next time you say the affirmation. What this does is it pairs a physical activity, so you have something you're holding in your hand, with the mental activity of pairing the affirmation or the words in your mind with your breath. And that breath is also that physical connection. And when you can pair your body and your mind with those relaxation rhythms, then you can calm your energy and connect with your spirit or your soul a little bit deeper. So that's your meditative activity. Now, when you're doing it, if you're like me, just to help you understand some of the things I've experienced while I've done this, almost every time when I start out, I find that my breath is slower than the words in my head. So when I say the affirmations move fast through my mind. So at first, it's like I try to speed up my breath to go with the words, and then I realize I have to slow down my thoughts to pair with the slow rhythm of my breath. So the first few beads, it's completely okay if you feel like you're running right through them, or it's completely okay if you feel like I'm not doing this right, because there is no wrong in this process. After a few beads, allow yourself to slow down the words in your mind and just settle into a rhythm, however works for you. And then as you travel around the bracelet, you can just hold the bead for as long as you need as you say the affirmation paired with the rhythm of your breath. And if at some point in time your awareness of your breath falls away and you just focus on a slow rhythm of the words in your mind and holding the bead and start witnessing your energy and witnessing how things, the thoughts that arise or where your mind wanders, that's okay. That's completely okay. There is no wrong in this process. And if you're traveling around your bracelet and you get like halfway through, what have you, and you realize that you feel like your mind is starting to wander into different ideas or different topics, just witness where it's going. Maybe your mind is pulling you to something that either A, you need to cut the cord from or release the energy from, or B, it's trying to help you find a little bit of higher awareness down that path. So as your mind wanders down these seemingly errant paths, take some time to cut the cords to those situations. So for instance, for me today, one of them was how I wanted to work with my dog to train him. So I took a moment I kind of hung out on a bead for a while and held that bead for extra long. I witnessed where my thoughts were wandering. And then I set the intention to cut the cord to that thought or to that process or to that intention or that relationship. And then as I continued, it became aware of my connection with my daughter or my connection with my work or the connection with my husband, whatever it is. And by cutting those energetic cords, it's not cutting my connection to those people. It's cutting the amount of energy that I'm holding on to in those situations. And then as I move through, it was a process of me becoming aware of how I carry the energy that I pick up in these situations with me throughout my day, and how my mind moves so much faster than my body and my soul need to move. In this process of revisiting that affirmation as my mind wandered through these topics really helped to slow my mind down and connect it with the rhythm of my body and the rhythm of the energy within my life. So as I would, it was halfway through the bracelet. I don't know which bead in particular it was, but as I sat and cut those energetic cords, I probably was holding on to one bead for a decent amount of time as I worked through that. But then I brought my awareness back to that affirmation, back to the beads in my fingers, and back to my breath as I moved past that random thought that I felt like my mind was wandering down. And it was a great practice in refocusing my intentions on that body, mind, and soul rhythm. So as you move through your bracelet and as your mind wanders down these seemingly errant paths, allow yourself to hesitate on a bead and to filter through that process and cut that energetic cord of what is holding you in your mind or holding part of your intention in your life. And then allow yourself to refocus on those beads in your hand and refocus on that affirmation and refocus on pairing that affirmation with your breath. And that helps you move past those energetic connections we have. And it helps you move past those errant thoughts and realize that we have the ability to refocus on what supports a balanced body, mind, and soul connection. So I would love to hear, as you go through this process, how you were able to let yourself witness where your mind wandered, and then how you were able to bring your thoughts back to the rhythm of your affirmation, paired with the bead in your finger, and the rhythm of your breath. So this is my Functional Friday meditative activity, and I wanted to share my process with it because I feel like that helped better communicate what you could experience in this process. Your process does not have to be like mine. It can be exactly what it needs for you to be. If you find yourself traveling around your beads slowly and rhythmically, and you find the affirmation that you use changing with each bead, or you find yourself listing gratitudes with each bead, whatever it is. And just remember, this does not have to be a fast process. The faster the process, the more chaotic it can feel in our mind and within our energy. So you want to be able to allow yourself to have the time to move slowly through the beads. And it's completely okay if you only get a quarter of the way through the beads. Whatever it is you're able to do for that day. And if you need a longer session, find something with smaller beads, because there'll be more beads on the bracelet and it'll take you a little bit more time to get around the bracelet. If you don't have that much time, find something with larger beads. There'll be less beads in that bracelet and you'll be able to move through it a little bit quicker. So I hope this makes sense and I hope it resonates with some of you. And I encourage you to please share in the comments below what you experience for this. And I would love to chat a little bit more about what you experience and break down some of what that could symbolize for you and what that could mean for your energy. I just ask that you really give it a try and you witness where your mind goes and what you experience versus trying to control it too much. Anytime you feel like you're getting off track, just bring your focus back to the bead, back to your affirmation, and back to your breath. So thank you very much, and I hope you have a uniquely beautiful day, and I hope you all are faring well and being well.